Welcome to Mike's Literary Minute, where books can be listened to and enjoyed. My name is Michael. I've been listening to audiobooks since the mid-'80s, and today, let's give a little backstory. Recently, I have been getting books on Audible, and how can I put this gently? They sucked. That was pretty gentle. So what do you do in a situation such as this? Well, what you do is you go back to books that you've liked in the past. And I was kind of feeling maybe going for what I would consider a local boy. A local boy in this case is Reavis Z Wortham, who lives in North Texas. Texas being as big as it is, if you're in the state, pretty much you're a neighbor. I mean, God, what's 9 hours of travel between friends? Well, we have 4 books from Reavis Z Wortham that revolve around the same character, and that character is Texas Ranger, as in police officer, not baseball player. Texas Ranger Sonny Hawk and his family and friends. Those are Hawk's Prey, Hawk's War, Hawk's Target, and Hawk's Fury. All by Reavis Z Wortham, and all of them, believe it or not, read by Jeff Brick and Reavis. Why do I like these books? First off, from the very first book, which is Hawk's Prey, you get sucked in to the mythical town of Ballard during a terrorist takeover. And the first book in the series, actually the first and the second book, first 2 books in the series revolve around how Sonny Hawk has his wife and his kids on a field trip to the town hall in Ballard, which is based off of Marfa, Texas, south and west. There's centrifuges, there's hidden secrets. I'm not going to try and ruin the books for anybody. That's not my goal. I don't want to ruin the books. But needless to say, they've got a hidden secret underneath the floor of the town hall. And the first book is how does Ranger Hawk deal with all the kids and all the terrorists and everything else. In the second book, which is kind of a continuation of the first, where the bad guy in Houston, go figure, is trying to get revenge on Sonny Hawk and his family and his friends for screwing up his plans. It doesn't work too well. Does not work out well for him at all. The third book in the series, which is Hawk's Target, as I said, Hawk's Prey, Hawk's War, first 2 books. Target is the third book. Target is where he's dealing with drug cartel on the other side of the Texas-Mexico border. Right now, anybody who is been awake for more than 20 minutes knows there's a lot of bad stuff happening at the Texas border. It's going to take more than one plan to fix the problem, if the problem's even fixable. I don't even know at this point if it's fixable. And to tell you the truth, that's for people smarter than me. I'm here to talk about the books. The books, once again, awesome. Hawk's Fury being the last one, revolves around corruption in the Border Patrol and Texas Rangers and stuff like that. That happens because of the drug stuff. And I screwed up. Target is not about the Texas drug trade. Target was about a criminal enterprise in East Texas and deals with plastic explosives, dead bodies, and a whole bunch of just really cool things. So I screwed up on that one. That one's on me, not on the books. I screwed up, no problem. It happens. I'm not perfect, never claimed to be. Why do I like the books? Books drag you in. You have an empathetic character. You have a Texas Ranger who is from a family of Texas Ranger. His father was a Ranger. He's a Ranger. He's doing the best he can in the situations he's presented to not only be a good person, but to uphold the laws of the state of Texas. Now, in 52 years, I don't think I've ever personally met any Texas Rangers, and to tell you the truth, I really don't want to. And the reason being is they're probably really cool guys, but if they're looking for you, you have seriously screwed the pooch. They don't come looking for just anybody, and you really, really, really don't want to get on their bad side. they are a force to be reckoned with, where the standard catchphrase is "one riot, one ranger," which actually happened back in the 1800s, where there was a riot and all they could do was sign one ranger, and they did, and he took care of the problem. That should tell you just how badass the Texas Rangers are. The books, they're believable. There's really not a break in the action. When you're looking at for a good listen, action, adventure, especially spread out over 4 books, and you can read them in any order you want, but it makes more sense if you read them in the order of Prey, War, Target, Fury. And the reason being is they kind of build on each other, especially War off of Prey, because if you read that one, War first, you're gonna get lost real quick. Reavis Z Wortham also writes other series of books. It's called the Rockhole series, which I've got, I think, almost all of those, and those ones have been compared to Longmire as a kid, and that I don't see. I don't see that, but hey, that's a video for a different time. Collegiate scale, because I'm doing 4 books, they all get added together, get averaged out at a 3.3. All things being equal, that's really not that bad. Are the books perfect? No. There is no such thing as a perfect book. But if you're after a book where you can, just kick back and relax and maybe drink a beer, eat some popcorn, whatever, think about looking into these ones. They're pretty cool. Highly recommend them. Has anybody read any of Reavis's stuff? Listen to any of it. I found Reavis through Audible. I get most of my stuff through Audible nowadays. And honestly, it was one of those where it's like, this is either going to be a really cool book or it's going to suck. And honestly, it was the first book in the Rockhole series, and I really enjoyed it. So 1 leads to 2, leads to 4, leads to getting the entire series. Then come to find out, oh, second character, how bad can it be? I'll just get the first book, leads to second, leads to all 4 of them, and a shotgun marathon over 5 days listening to 4 separate books. And you're like, oh my God, this guy doesn't have a life. Well, no kidding, I don't have a life. When I work from home, when I am at work, for background noise, I've got an audiobook on. I'm still doing my job, making calls, making sales, making everything else. Anybody who knows me can spot the fact that I'm in my little corporate workspace, if you want to call it that. It's my kitchen table, but if you look, you can still see some of the stuff that I have to have around for working for the company that I work for. I won't name any names. I don't want to bring that in. It's immaterial. If you look hard enough, though, you can figure it out. If you look at my first videos, you can figure it out real easy. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Have you read any of this stuff? You listen to it. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever you're going to do, and we'll catch you on the next one.